Every single month, indie developers are dropping games that hit just as hard, look just as wild, and cost you a fraction of the price. And in May 2026, there is no difference here as well. I'm Kage, and today we're breaking down 10 indie games that I am genuinely excited about this month. Let's get to it.
Congratulations, and welcome to your new job at the Carnum Isle Post Office. Your role is simple, and you'll do wonderfully. Stamp, sort, deliver, repeat. Every day, just the same. The system is perfect. If the mail whispers, pay it no mind. If a customer seems strange, do not avert your gaze. If you feel tempted to wander outside, don't. There's nothing for you out there anyway. But you don't need to worry, because I'll always be here, watching, listening, guiding you when you forget your place.
Starting things off at number 10 was something that is way more unsettling than it has any right to be. Letter Lost puts you in the role of the sole employee at the Carnum Isle Post Office. Your job: stamp it, sort it, deliver it, repeat. On the surface, this is a postal worker simulator. You're weighing packages, matching stamps to destinations, greeting patrons with a smile. It sounds mundane. And that's exactly the point. The routine is the gameplay. But the deeper you go into the system, the more you realize the office itself is hiding something. Here's where it gets interesting. The letters themselves start pointing you towards secrets. There's a restricted area. There are things you're told never to look at. And your supervisor, Liv, she's always watching, always listening. The game literally tells you, and I'm quoting directly here, some say the post office doesn't let people leave. Number 9 is one of the most stylish games on this entire list. Dead as Disco is a neon-drenched beat-em-up. And I mean that literally. Every punch, every kick, every combo syncs to the music. You play as Charlie Disco, a fallen icon who gets one night to reclaim the spotlight. You're fighting through a handcrafted non-linear story, confronting your ex-bandmates, who are now these larger-than-life villains called the Idols. The combat isn't just button mashing. You're attacking, dodging, and taking down enemies in perfect sync with whatever track is playing. They're calling it Beat Kundu. And yes, that is as cool as it sounds. Each idol has their own musical path. Master it, and you unlock new talents, new moves, new dances. The groove isn't just aesthetic, it's your actual combat progression system. And here's the wild part. You can load in your own music library, play any song, edit music videos, craft your own music-synced gameplay. This thing is basically a UGC mosh pit built for modding. The narrative is genuinely compelling. For the first time in 10 years, the surviving members of Dead as Disco are reuniting for a concert honoring their dead drummer, Charlie Disco. You get one night, one chance, and you need to uncover who really killed Disco. Reunion, revenge, redemption, all set to a multi-genre soundtrack with licensed bangers from past and present. Dead as Disco is the kind of game where the concept alone makes you stop scrolling. This one's got breakout potential. Number 8 is for anyone who grew up watching action movies on VHS and wish they could play them. Huntdown Overtime is a roguelite prequel to Huntdown, and it is dripping with early 80s B-movie energy. You play as John Sawyer, a bounty hunter who hunts, dies, upgrades, and repeats. Every run pushes you deeper into dangerous gang turf, from neon-soaked city streets to desolate wastelands. Fast, violent run-and-gun action with tight controls and brutal firefights. When you go down, your guy Tony drags you back to the operating table and rebuilds you stronger. That's the loop. This is where Overtime gets deep. Every death teaches you enemy patterns. Every resurrection makes you deadlier. You're discovering cybernetic upgrades and weapon licenses buried in enemy territory. And here's the key. You make those upgrades permanent between runs. Reinforced limbs, experimental combat mods, hundreds of combinations. You're literally forging Sawyer from a man into a cybernetic legend, one chrome limb at a time. Meticulous pixel art meets modern lighting. Bold reds on deep black, explosive contrast. This isn't pretty neon nostalgia. It's VHS era swagger, pure grindhouse. The developers describe it as early 80s B-movie aesthetics, and they are not lying. If you want pure adrenaline and short, punchy runs, Overtime is built exactly for that. Number 7 is for the action fans. Soul Quest is a hack and slash built around one of the most emotionally driven premises on this list. You play as Alice, a woman whose husband was taken by the gods, and she is not accepting that verdict. Sword in hand, she throws down the gauntlet to Morrigan, the goddess of death herself. You're carving through endless hordes of enemies, ripping out their very souls and battling the fates using a deep freeform combat system. The goal is simple: get your husband back. The combat system combines a broad variety of attacks, magic abilities, and ultimates. The developers designed it to be easy to understand, but with serious depth for players who want to master it. And you'll need that mastery. The highest difficulty levels leave zero room for error. Veteran players are going to find real challenge. The world draws from Celtic myths and Arthurian legends, and the level design rewards exploration. Alice has the ability to use vertical surfaces, sliding and jumping off walls, which opens up the environments in ways that go beyond just combat. There are plenty of secrets to discover, and those same movement skills you use to explore. You turn them on enemies to outmaneuver and outfox them in combat. It's a satisfying loop. Soul Quest is a love story told through violence, and honestly, that's a pitch I'm here for. Number 6 is one of the most unique concepts on this entire list, Stonemachia, a dark action-adventure Souls-like where the combat system is built around chess. You play as Zephyro, a pawn, but not just any pawn, a pawn capable of transforming into other chess pieces, each with their own unique abilities and armor sets. You're exploring Medellin, a land ravaged by the plague of angels, on a Dantesque journey to return to heaven. The world is haunted by statues and objects inspired by Italian art and folklore. It is dark, it is gloomy, and it is gorgeous. Every armor transformation changes how you fight. The shield system is central. The developers specifically say the shield can change the outcome of every encounter. You're not just button mashing through enemies. You're thinking about which piece to become, which abilities to deploy, and how to use the transformation system strategically against armies of angels. If you're a Souls fan, this has everything you want. Difficult encounters, deliberate pacing, meaningful progression, but the chess transformation layer gives it an identity that separates it from every other Souls-like on the market. Discover and unlock all the armor transformations, uncover the secret of the chess pieces, and guide Zephyro through Medellin. This one is genuinely unlike anything else.
Hold on. Something's coming.
Go on without me. The city still needs people to protect it.
Stop! Please! Why don't we play a game together?
I'm taking you down!
Gotcha!
Now! Grab the ring! Prove you're worth what I paid!
You entitled little snot! Better believe you'll regret this!
Yo, remember me? Your old pal Bubsy? From all those classic games you loved.
Was it something I said? What could possibly go wrong?
Forget about that. Let's talk about the new one. Bubsy 4D!
Coming in at number 4 is Bubsy 4D. It is a 3D platformer set in space. The Woolies, Bubsy's long-standing enemies, have stolen all of Earth's sheep. The sheep then overthrow their captors, get empowered by Wooly technology, and come back as deadly babots to steal Bubsy's most prized possession, the Golden Fleece. So now Bubsy has to journey through space, across alien planets, through craft-themed levels to take it all back. The moveset includes leaping, gliding, clawing up walls, and pouncing off enemies. The new mechanic that changes everything is the hairball form. Bubsy can puff up and roll at blistering speeds, bouncing, launching, and tearing through levels. The team at Fabraz, and these are the people who made Slime Sand, built this moveset to work for both beginners and speedrun enthusiasts. Once you master it, there are online leaderboards to upload your best times and race against other players' ghost data.
What are we doing?
Hanging out, getting buzzed. I've got to get out of this place.
Number 3 is the most emotionally different game on this list. Mixtape is not trying to be the biggest or the most complex. It's trying to make you feel something. 3 friends, one last night together. En route to their final party, a perfectly curated playlist pulls them into dreamlike reenactments of their most formative memories. You're playing through a mixtape of vignettes, skateboarding, flying, taking photos at an abandoned theme park after hours, hitting baseballs, putting on a fireworks show from the backseat of a car. Each memory is a different gameplay style. It's the greatest hits of the teenage experience. This comes from Beethoven and Dinosaur, the developers of the BAFTA award-winning game The Artful Escape. They're drawing directly from classic coming-of-age movies. Nostalgic aimlessness, mischief, the highs and lows of adolescence, the bittersweet feeling of growth, transformation, and moving on. The game literally asks the question, what song would be playing right now? And the answer is the entire soundtrack. The licensed soundtrack is legitimately incredible. Devo, Roxy Music, The Smashing Pumpkins, Iggy Pop, Susie and the Banshees, Joy Division, The Cure. This isn't background music. The music is the game. Every memory, every moment, every gameplay beat is built around the feeling a specific song creates. If you have any nostalgia for being young and reckless, Mixtape may be a game that you would want to check out.
I was iron before fire knew my name. I was silence before blade learned to speak. Men call me steel, but I am verdict.
My number one most anticipated indie game for May 2026 is Blades of Fire. The entire game is built on one idea. Steel is destiny. You are Arandalira, the last warrior capable of forging true steel in a world where metal has turned to stone. And the forging system here is not crafting. It is commitment. You forge weapons at the anvil through deliberate choices that permanently shape their behavior, their balance, their purpose. There is no endless loot, no disposable gear. Every blade reflects the materials you chose, the enemies you're preparing to face, and the kind of warrior you decide to become, because steel remembers. The combat is methodical, grounded, and lethal. Timing, spacing, stamina, and defense matter more than aggression. Enemies punish recklessness and reward observation. Weapon choice is tactical, not cosmetic. You do not overpower your foes, you outlast them. This is a game for players who value deliberate pacing and meaningful progression. Difficulty rooted in understanding, not just reflexes. The world doesn't unfold through constant exposition or cutscenes. Instead, you have Adso, Aaron's companion, a young mind scholar with deep knowledge of the world, who writes everything down and speaks when spoken to. Story is discovered through dialogue and reading. Knowledge comes from interest, not obligation. The world reveals itself only to those who ask. That design philosophy alone sets Blades of Fire apart from almost everything else releasing this month. And that is my top 10 indie games that I'm genuinely excited about for May 2026. I would appreciate if you like what you saw today, to give me a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.